Hey everyone, and welcome to PurplEdge Trading Systems. In this video, we'll be walking you through the session mapping indicator, what it does, how to use it, and how to get the most out of it. Once you've purchased your subscription and the tool has been activated on TradingView, you'll find it under the Indicators tab in the Invited Only section. We recommend marking it as a favorite so you can easily find it later. Most traders enter the market completely ignoring the clock. By trading blindly without understanding the global session timings, they remain entirely blind to the true institutional liquidity cycles. This lack of structural context is disastrous, leading directly to chasing false breakouts during low-volume transitions, getting chopped up in the opening range, and total confusion when the market rhythm suddenly shifts. You end up walking into a minefield instead of executing a strategy. This is why we created the session mapping indicator in PurplEdge systems. Now, let's see the system in action. Session mapping was developed to act as your ultimate blueprint for market structure and precision. It doesn't try to predict the future or reveal complicated smart money secrets. Instead, it elegantly organizes the 24-hour market into distinct, accessible, and highly visual session blocks. What makes this tool so powerful is its simplicity. It instantly maps out previous and current sessions, allowing you to easily identify significant liquidity zones where price naturally gravitates. It allows any trader to open their chart at any time of day and instantly define a clear, unambiguous bias for the upcoming session without drawing a single line manually. And in the elite version, it takes the heavy lifting off your shoulders by alerting you the exact moment price hits these critical areas of interest. Once applied, the first thing you'll notice is the session colors. This isn't just decoration. It tells you instantly who is controlling the board: Tokyo, London, or New York. Next, you'll see the dynamic mid-levels and quarterly levels. These aren't just lines drawn on a chart. They are the institutional fair value centers. They show you exactly where the market is finding balance, and more importantly, where it's about to break it. Let's take a closer look at how the indicator performs during the New York session. As the open unfolds, the system automatically marks the first 5-minute and 1-hour ranges, along with their midlines. These boundaries and midlines act as key structural levels for price throughout the session. Beyond these initial ranges, the indicator dynamically maps the entire session and divides it into quarters. This creates a clear roadmap for your session, highlighting high-quality entry points, precise targets, and logical stop-loss levels. Alongside this session analysis, the indicator continuously displays key levels from previous sessions, mapping out historical zones of interest that provide a deeper understanding of the overall trend, targets, and entry points. With this clarity, you can instantly identify if the market is ranging or trending, allowing you to choose the perfect trading strategy for the day. Let's dive into the session mapping indicator settings so you can customize your trading experience. Starting at the top, the session configuration lets you define your main trading blocks. You can set your primary session, like the New York session, and adjust the Asia and London sessions to map out the full global clock. If you prefer a slightly different session schedule, this is where you can easily customize the exact time ranges to suit your personal trading routine. Next, we have the 5-minute and 1-hour ranges. These represent the initial balance of the market. You can toggle the high, low, and mid levels, and even add a shaded box for better visibility. Everything is adjustable, from line styles to custom colors. You also have dedicated controls for the Asia and London session levels. This is where the system marks the overnight liquidity, giving you a head start before the main bell rings. Moving into the second part, under Other Levels, you can activate the Midnight Open, a key reference point for daily direction. You can also add vertical lines and session boxes to keep your chart organized. The Pane Labels section gives you full control over your display. You can move labels, change their alignment, or adjust text size to keep your workspace clean and professional. Next, the Session Levels section provides the internal framework. Activating midpoints and quarters divides the session into actionable zones. These provide clear roadmap markers for entries, profit targets, and stop-loss placement. Finally, for our elite users, we have the Alerts suite. You can set the system to notify you for almost anything: session starts, range breakouts, or when price reaches a specific midline or quarter. This ensures you never miss a high-probability move, even when you're away from your desk. Don't forget to activate the alert using TradingView alerts. To truly trade like a professional, it's not enough to just see the boxes on the chart. You need structural context. Keep these three core principles in mind. First, dynamic session bias. Always know where price is relative to the session's range. If price is in the upper half, buyers are in control, favor longs. In the lower half, sellers dominate, favor shorts. Combine this indicator with other PurplEdge tools to unlock a complete market picture and high probability setups. For structural pivots, treat the session midlines and borders as key entry and reversal zones. And for target mapping, use the extremes of the previous session as your precise exit targets. If you trade the New York Open, use the initial 5-minute range as your compass. Above it, we look for longs. Below it, we look for shorts. Inside and around it, it's recommended to wait for certainty. Next, look for golden midlines. The exact centers of the 5-minute and 1-hour ranges frequently yield A-plus pullback entries. Respect the initial balance and survive the trap. For a more relaxed approach, let the first hour of the New York session reveal the day's story. This provides the key data PurplEdge needs to deliver high-quality setups once that hour is complete. Finally, elite precision and alerts. Filter the noise automatically by using the indicator to avoid choppy consolidation zones. Always zoom out and use the macro session context to understand the broader narrative. And to execute flawlessly, set up mobile alerts for your high-value points of interest. Step away from the charts and let the market come to you. Ultimately, session mapping helps traders across any asset to make sense of price action. It structures the market story, allowing you to clearly see how current price behaves relative to previous sessions. The system provides high-quality alerts when price connects with key points of interest and gives you a simple, visual way to spot where liquidity pools and critical levels converge. By using this tool, and especially when combining it with the rest of the PurplEdge toolkit, you give yourself the highest probability for a stable, relaxed, and profitable trading experience. Thank you for trusting PurplEdge as your trading partner.